Hello everyone, Andrew Trim here for the Johnson Real Estate Group Market Minute. Well, the influx of investors into the southeast Queensland property market, a lot of people are starting to think about managing their investment property themselves, which in itself is not a bad idea. There's a few things that you need to be careful of though. The first one is the legislation. Most of the onerous parts of the legislation about rental properties is aimed at the owner, not the tenant. So be very careful of your responsibilities and mean to understand what your responsibilities are to your tenant, because it leans very heavily in favour of the tenant. Secondly, be careful if you're thinking of renting to friends and relatives. I've seen a lot of relationships go sour because of an issue with a tenancy. My advice, if you are renting to a relative or a friend, ask a real estate agent to check them out. Put them through the process so you know who you're getting from a tenancy perspective, not just your friend or your relative. And the third thing is when you're looking at pricing it, try and price it to the market. If you price your house to the market, you'll get a better selection of tenants than you will if you try to get an extra $10, $20 a week. There are some very bad tenants out there who are on databases and who are identified as poor tenants that are attracted to private rentals because of that very reason, that they're not checked out as thoroughly. So when you push the price of your property up, you're more than likely to attract the tenant that can't get a tenancy anywhere else. So my advice is threefold. Firstly, make sure you're aware of the legislation. Secondly, be careful with friends and relatives. And thirdly, price your house to the market and you'll get a lot better tenant. So good luck if you think you're managing it yourself. If you're looking for a real estate agent though, we'd be more than happy to help, and give us a call. This is Andrew Trim for the Johnson Real Estate Group Market Minute.